Hi, it's Stacy with Westalee, and we are back for our final Template Tasting Friday holiday edition. So that means that we've got more amazing fun giveaways than we normally have. We've got more amazing, awesome ways to get some extra credits on the Westalee website, and just some really awesome tools that we're going to be giving away today. We're going to be highlighting our coral fern template design. That design is a really cool design that we released actually this last July. We have over 9 different classes on the Westalee University on this template. So today, taking one of the classes that we didn't include in the line yet, it's this amazing coral fern. I would call it a panel project. It's called Fractured Panels, and it just looks amazing. Actually, it's called Fractured Landscapes. So we're just taking a little bit of that class and sharing it with you today, and letting you know that there's going to be more opportunities for you to either purchase that class, which you can do right away, or potentially be able to preview it in the future. But we wanted to share that as a way to really get to know that template design. Again, ask lots of questions, give your feedback, get excited about learning about this new ruler, and then we'll be using all of that to be able to pick our winners today. So how do you win $20 in Westalee credits? Well, every 10 shares on our Westalee Facebook page, we are going to give away $20 because it's holiday edition. So we love to give away some extra goodies. And then we have 5 tools, our final 12 days of Christmas giveaways. So our 12 days of holidays giveaways, we wrapped up with our stocking stuffers. And so today was our final day. Space Engage is our BOGO deal today, guys. So if you wanted to get some colorful Space Engages, now is the time. You're getting them on buy one, get one today only. So we're wrapping it up today with our final BOGO day. But the good news is our 12 days of holiday deals are going through the rest of the year. If you buy 3 or more of any of the items on the stocking stuffer page, you get 20% off. And if you buy 3 or more of any of the items on the Gifts Under 60 page, you get 20% off. So I'll be sharing those links today as well for you, and just kind of reminding you about what some of those awesome deals are. But again, today only, if you buy a Space Engage, which you can buy any of the colorful ones, you get a free one. And you make just a little note in there when you're buying, like I want a purple one and I want a red one, and then you'll get both. So that's how that's going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on over to our screen. We're going to have Shauna take over and share with us the amazing coral fern template, a portion of the project or quilt designs that she made for it on her project. And then we'll go ahead and cut in a little bit along the way, announce any giveaways for the $20. And then at the very end, we're going to announce our final winners for our 5 different items today. So our 5 different gift items that we're giving away, our final 5 12 days of stocking stuffer deals. We've got our SoBiz ruler. We've got our Christmas tree design by DMQ Quilting. We have the coral fern template. We actually have a really fun little table caddy, which we developed a couple of years ago. It's a great way to be able to have a little cup holder right next to your Westalee table. And then we have our Space Engage. So those are our 5 final giveaway items. You do need to enter into our giveaway page to be part of that drawing. So I'll post a link to that. You can enter that once a day. So if you have entered it already and you didn't do it today, today's another day. Get in there and enter it again. And so we'll go ahead and provide that link for you here shortly to make sure you get in that drawing. But let's go ahead and get started. And don't forget to share so you can get some extra credits, get some final goodies under the tree. So just so you know, we are shipping with a goal of being able to deliver any of those stocking stuffer items in time for the holidays. But we are kind of reaching that time point where it could be challenging to get there because of just transit times and everything else. So if you are in the mood of purchasing something at the last minute, sometimes that happens, then we are happy to supply you with like a little certificate that you can put under the tree for someone, that a loved one or someone special in your life, that says this is a gift that's on its way. So let us know and we can do that for you. You can just email us at info@SewStudy to do that as well. All right, let's go ahead and get started with Shauna, where she's going to dive into the coral fern and tell us all about it.
Coral fern is a large template. It's about 10 inches long by about 5 inches across. It has two main sections. That would be the nice curving line along here, as well as the leaf shapes here and here. These leaves are both the same size. This template is actually two templates in one. The locating pin is here. This is the baseline. There are 3 lines on the template. Those 3 lines are here, which is perpendicular to the baseline, or the 90-degree line. Also reference lines at 60 degrees and 45 degrees in reference to the baseline here. What does all that mean? Okay. The instructions will show you how to create a design like this. It's a design created using the 8-point crosshair square, and then in the center and stitch and back and out and back. Makes a lovely design, and the design is enough to fill an 18-inch block. Okay, let's just pause. I'm not going to use the template quite this way. So let's go back and look at it again. I'm going to use this as though we're doing continuous line quilting. Wait a sec. Let's look at the 8-point crosshair square and how the template fits and what. To stitch this template, you would have your locating pins right here, centered. Template would be in this position so that the 90-degree line is on the reference line. Simply line it up and go ahead and stitch the design. I'm going to try some continuous line quilting. So I'll be stitching from one end of the template to the other, stitching the stem and stitching the leaves all in one section, and then moving the template and continuing that line from the bottom of my quilt all the way to the top of the quilt block or the panel strip. So let's take a few minutes and get to know this template and just how we go about using it. I've got a 6-inch wide strip here, and I've got a center So I've got a nice 5-inch wide border here. My template's in position here, and I'll just pick up the bobbin thread. I would usually do this either in the seam allowance or bury my stitches. Upper sticker, and then when I get to the first channel, lift up the presser foot, slide the template on, and reposition the template. And I've got my blue arrow here that I'm going to line up right on top of my center line. Okay, one leaf completed. Slide the template back out. Line the template. Now let's take a look at the alignment. The template is going to allow me now to stitch on part of the previously stitched leaf. Oops. And stop at the next. Place, snug up to the template, line up the blue arrow on the center line. And go ahead and stitch. And notice as I stitched this template that you can see the first template is lined up with my stitching. Do the next step. Just going to line the template back up. So my center lines are here. And again, the template is going to allow me to stitch just a few stitches right on the edge of my leaf. I'm going to put my mark line up the blue arrow, and you can see this is where my second leaf is going to be. Back off. And again, I'll stitch a few stitches on that leaf. And stop the next needle channel. Put the template, and there's my first leaf, second leaf, I'm about a half a stitch away from the stem. So get that one more stitch. I can bring the template right back so that the needle is lined up with that needle chain again. And then just just a couple of stitches along the leaf, and then go ahead back to my green arrow and start now with the first leaf again. This goes together very quickly. Okay, and the needle channel lines up with the needle right now, lining up my center lines. Have the blue arrow, my leaf. Needle channel, center lines.
It's so mesmerizing watching her create this design and how easy it is.
I could really use any leaf. That part wouldn't matter because both leaves are the same size and shape. But let's develop a routine. Okay. And my next leaf would be put right here. So let's take a look at what we have. Okay, so this is what we have. So rather than stitching 8 of these in a circle, I just stitched the template, lined it up, stitched again and again. But what you have is this nice soft curve. I think that in itself makes a nice design. It's very easy to do and requires just this one template.
Okay, we have our first 2 winners that we're going to announce for our shares. So that's $20 to our Sew Steady University. The first one is going to go to, Sew Steady University, to our Sew Steady website, or you can go ahead and use it at a local reseller. So the first one is going to be Opal Rupp, and the second winner is Jean Brooks. So you are the first 2 winners for our shares. Keep on sharing, guys. We'll have hopefully more winners to come. And of course, we'll be giving away those amazing prizes at the end of the live today, which is just an hour long. So let's get back over to Shauna. She's going to show us the next design you can create with this amazing coral fern template. I know I'm excited to break this template out. So let's go ahead and see what else she's got in store for us.
Okay, I have a 6-inch space and I have a center line marked in red. So through this for a border, a little wide for sash. Anyway, let's take a look at the Let's just take a closer look at this template. I'm going to begin with lining up the baseline and lining up the 90-degree line, or the perpendicular line, on my center line, and then I will drop my needle right in about the spot where if I were doing this using the crosshair square, this would be where the circle is created. So I'm going to just begin right above that, and I'm going to, just hold my template down. So we're going to just take a look at what what line look like. Template is basically 9 inches from the bottom to the top, 9 inches of stitching. But what does that look like? So I'll get rid of these extra threads. Okay. What can you see? Okay, so I've just stitched out one length of the template, but I want to continue on, so I could flip my template over and continue. That would mean stable tape on both sides of the template. No biggie. Quite easy. But if I want to continue from this position, where do I start? And how do I make sure I'm maintaining the curves? Because what I'd like to see from this template is just a nice progressive, just a nice curve. I would like to see the design of the template repeated and repeated. I would like the design from this template to look like it is one design all the way across. So to do that, I want to line up this stitched line with my template so I can continue stitching the remainder of the quilt. The remainder of this border, sashing, or block that I'm doing. So I'm going to bring my template and I'm going to line it up where I can see the curve is following the same shape as the template. If I start my template again, the curve is moving. So I'll just move the template to the point where my needle is down, my needle's in place at the end of this section, and I'm just going to put the template, let's see, so you can see, put the template so that the template curve is matching the template, or the line curve is matching the template. And my 90-degree line is indeed lined up on my center line. Okay, that wasn't a good way to stitch, so you couldn't see that. Okay. Let me show you that again from this angle. So I'm going to just slide my template. If I put my template, just move my template right over so the 90-degree line is lined up on my center line, and just slide the template to the place where the template touches my ruler foot, all I have to do is begin stitching. So there's nothing difficult to match up. It just flows together beautifully. Okay. Now I've stitched the line. Now, the line is stitched, but I want to put the leaves on it now. So I'm going to break off my threads and go back and start again, and I will just stitch on top of the stem. I'm going to call it the stem and the leaves, but I'm going to double stitch on the stem just so you can see how the leaves fit onto the stem and how they make such a nice repeating design. Okay. Also, please note that while the line is repeating, nice, beautiful curve, that only a small portion of the line is on this side of my center line on the fabric. Whereas over here, I have a larger amount of curve on this side of my center line. That means we'll get to what that means in a minute. Okay. Wouldn't be any better to show it that direction. Okay. So I'm ready to go.
All right, we're getting
double stitch my stem, and that does give me one benefit in that I know where my stem's supposed to be, so I can simply line up my template like so. Much easier to put back into place. But there we have that. So let's see. I'm going to stitch up to the first needle channel. At that point, I'm going to stop and slide the template. Slide that template in. And then I'm going to line up my 60-degree line and stitch a leaf. I'm going to snug up the back of the leaf there. Okay, so that's lining up the 60-degree line. Let's look at a second leaf lining up with the 45-degree line. Oops. Okay, so that gives you a couple of different angles for your leaf, but doesn't change the design. So lining up my template again with the channel of the needle alongside my needle, and my bad here, I kind of got off, like, oops. So I could get back on. My leaves went over my first stem. I wouldn't allow this on
with
a project,
the center
but
reference
this is
line.
just for you all to see how the template works. So try to do better the next one. So I followed the stem till I got to the second leaf, and be careful of that. And bring the second leaf up, and oh, I can't line the second leaf up with any line. What am I going to do? I'm going to try to get over on that line. Okay. I can simply slide it so that I can see my center line, I can see the 60-degree line, and that they are parallel. I could even take my spacing gauge and measure 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch, and that will tell me that yes, I now have my leaf at the same angle as the first set of leaves that I did. So I'll do that again for the 45-degree. 45-degree angle is going to be on the other side of the center line. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. There we go.
Look at that colorful spacing gauge. I'll post a link to that deal right now too.
When you do that properly, you can see that the leaf, the line will line up right along the stem line. So it looks like the leaves and the stem join together quite beautifully. So now if I take that same spacing gauge and actually do what I was probably supposed to do before, I can now go ahead and, oops, be careful you don't do that. Okay, line that up. And one thing where you've got this needle channel here, you're going to have to put fingers on maybe both sides of the channel so that as you saw, at least part of it was up above the ruler foot. That won't work. So one finger over the channel or 2 fingers to hold it down. Then I move my okay. And then I have this green arrow here that I marked. And basically that is about the same place on the curve that this leaf belongs. So I just, and there's no marking on the template for that. It was simply me. I created this as start over, so that's where I'm going to start over. So now go back and do the 60-degree line. And see how the leaf does just fit beautifully next to the stem. Okay, I'll stitch my second leaf at 45 degrees. That is going to go over. I could slide my template down to where the ruler foot would meet the template whilst the 90-degree line is lined up. and I could basically recreate the curve just down a little bit, and that way I could have the stem outside that petal. But I'm not going to do that. We're just going to follow the lines. Okay. And again, make sure that your template is snugged up to the ruler foot, and okay, so that's the 60 degrees and 45 degrees.
All right, we have our next winner. We've got 30 shares now, guys. So our next winner for $20.
And then
it's going to be Sue Long. Sue
we would
will go ahead
stitch
and share some information on how to
up to
claim
this
that prize
point
for all of you.
and begin again. So what did that show us? It shows us that we have this beautiful curve, that we can repeat it as many times as we like, that we can use either the 60-degree line or the 45-degree line to line up on a center line, and we can put our leaves wherever we wish, but that's at least one option that you have to use the 60 to 45. But I chose another option, so I put an arrow between the 60 and the 45 because I like the way it looked. So what else does that tell us? This is the 60-degree leaf, and this is the 45-degree leaf. So this is what your pattern will look like if you wanted to use either of those lines as a reference line. If you want the design to be centered, the line you mark on your fabric needs to be about 1/2 inch away from the actual center toward the right side. Confusing? All you have to do is to look at the continuous curved line and be able to see that there's about 1/2 inch more of the curve across the center line here than the amount of curve across that center line. So you've basically got about 3/4 of an inch of curve above the center line on this side, and only about 1/4 of an inch of curve on this side. So if your center line was moved by 1/2 an inch to this direction, then this design could be centered in about a 4-inch space. Or this design would fit in a 4-inch wide border. I'll draw that out and have it in the handouts. It's just a little confusing. On my project, it doesn't matter because I use all of the space in my block/strips in my fabric. So let's move on.
right. We are going to head back on over and we're going to be giving away our final items today. So we've got 5 items to give away, guys, and we have 5 winners. We're going to go ahead and start from the top. For our 5 days of giveaways, we started the week off with the amazing SoBiz ruler. So I'm going to head on over to my screen and I'm going to share with you what that looks like. The SoBiz ruler is an awesome ruler that was developed by Donnell McAdams. And Donnell, when she was creating this ruler, did some really cool things, and the idea of making it so it's very visible. It's got kind of all of these neat little things of items to it. So it's not just a 12.5-inch by 2-inch ruler, but it's also got the opportunity to be able to have 1/4-inch and 1/8-inch linings, so you can kind of have your seam allowance information right there on the ruler. It's a centering ruler, so you see that it's a full 12-inch ruler, but it's a centering ruler, 0 to 6 inches on each side, and it's very visible, so you can kind of see right there that if you lay it over all types of fabric, you're going to be able to see it really well. So that is part of our 12 days of deals, stocking stuffers under $20. And we're going to pick our first winner for that item today. And the winner for that item is going to be Gail Addisberg. Gail, I'm going to go ahead and post your information here. You are the winner of the SoBiz ruler. If you don't have it already, then good for you. They've got a new amazing tool that you're going to surely enjoy. And if it is something that you already have, then maybe having another one isn't so bad, or you can share it with one of your favorite sewers that you know is going to appreciate. Away today is again part of our 12 stock, and that is going to be the DM quilting tree template. And this time of year, I love to show off this cool design because I think it's just one of those essentials to have for any kind of holiday projects that you might want to have in your room, in your sewing room. What I love about this design is it's not just gives you the opportunity to create a really neat looking Christmas tree, but it also has the built-in star, the circles, so you can do ornaments in 2 different sizes, so you really get an opportunity to do some fun things in decorating the tree with this ruler. So we're going to be giving away that larger template that has all of those goodies on it, the star and the circles, and we're going to announce our winner for that one. And the winner for that is going to be Denise Wold. Denise Wold, you are the winner of the Christmas tree template by DM Quilting. And that is going to be the larger tree that you win today. So again, I'm going to flash up on the screen now that we do need anyone that is winning today. We're going to make sure added to our information, and we can get those prices out to you. So I'm going to put on the screen right now just a reminder of how to claim your prize. There you go. And then we have our next item. Ooh, this is the big one. This is the item that we have been showing off today, guys. So the Coral Fern template. This template is regularly just $20. And again, this is a template that that you have seen lots and lots of education for if you've been joining us on our lives and our education over the last 6 months. This was launched back in July with just so many great projects. But Shauna actually shared her project shortly thereafter. So we're excited to be able to share this with all of you. I don't know how much you've worked with panels, but she does a really neat job of kind of adding these designs to a fun little panel landscape project that she used. So we're going to be showing more of that project in the months to come, but we wanted to give you a little teaser of it today and how she used the coral fern in it. And so that's what you all got. So the coral fern winner, enough of me talking. The coral fern winner is going to be Susie DeSoto. Susie, you are the coral fern winner. And that is going to be the template that we showed off in our live today. You now get to play with that template for life. So again, we'll go ahead and announce that winner right there, and we'll make sure to share that with you too. So we have 2 more items to give away, guys. So our next item that we want to give away to all of you is going to be the So Steady Table Caddy. So we got that right here on the screen. That So Steady Table Caddy is our 11th day of holiday deals. So if you enjoy maybe having some coffee by your sewing machine and you had a mix up or a little mishap, and maybe you've, accidentally knocked it when you were sewing, then this is something that you might appreciate. This is a cool little table caddy. You can attach it to your So Steady table. It has a little cup holder. It's got a space to hold a pen, or we have a Choco marker in ours, and then it comes with a cute little 7.5 inch metric or inch ruler with 1/4 inch markings on it. So just a handy little ruler along with a cup holder and pen holder you can keep right at your sewing table there to keep everything handy. So this is our So Steady Table Caddy. Again, it might be a fun little thing to get anybody that you know that has a So Steady table. And our lucky winner for the So Steady Table Caddy today is going to be Darlene Wachter. Darlene, you are the lucky winner of the So Steady Table Caddy. And so I'm going to go ahead and post that information there. And again, we're wrapping up our 12 days of holiday giveaways, which we started way back in November, as we were sharing with you all of the holiday deals that we had going on with our gifts under 60. And so now today we're wrapping our stuff. Most of the other gifts that I wanted to get, but what about those little stocking stuffers to share? So that is what we're finalizing the week with. And our final giveaway today is actually our super deal of the day. It's our BOGO deal today, and that is the So Steady Spacing Gauge. So the thing about this So Steady Spacing Gauge is you have the opportunity to get it in 5 different colors. So you can get it in that lovely clear. We have that lime color, which is similar to the color that is of that SoBiz ruler. The pink color, we have it in red, and we have it in teal. So you can go ahead and get your spacing gauge in any color you like to be able to make sure that you don't lose it. Because this is one of those tools that honestly can be easy to lose. I'm not going to lie about that, because it is small and you kind of like want it when you want it. So we actually have this really neat little notions necklace that we oftentimes will sell in conjunction with the spacing gauge, because it keeps it right there at your neck. So as you're needing it, it's just handy to pull in and be able to work with. So the spacing gauge is our final giveaway today. And our lucky winner for the spacing gauge is going to be Sue Brune. Sue Brune is the lucky winner of the spacing gauge. Sue, again, we will go ahead and share your winner with you via email as well. you email us if you are here today and you see that you're the lucky winner, and we'll get that out to you. All we need is to get your information for mailing these awesome tools to each and every one of you for the holidays. And, this wraps up our template tastings for 2022. We'll be back next year with some more amazing template tastings where we try to show you just one template and what you can do with it on those lives. We're going to be back with Wednesday Wonders. Next year, Wednesday Wonders is going to be a little different. We're going to have not just Donna sharing on those days, but we'll have some other fun projects that we're sharing as well on those days. So you'll have a little bit more variety next year on what's being shared. And then we're going to have a really neat little schedule. So we're wrapping up our 2023 Westalee by Me calendar, where we're going to be sharing all of those details on a calendar that you can hang in your sewing room. And we'll share with you here in the coming week how you can go about getting one of those under your tree or just handy for the new year. So, be looking out for that. For our final Friday live, which is going to be skipped this coming Friday due to all the holiday activity we've got going on. But the following Friday, which is Friday the 30th, we have two of your favorite educators. They're going to be hosting a New Year's Eve party, guys. So join us for the New Year's Eve party. We posted some information about it on Facebook as an upcoming event. So you can go ahead and sign up to get reminders there. We'll be emailing some more information out as we learn more about it. But we're super excited about the New Year's Eve party. And again, that's coming up on that's going to be coming up not this Friday, but the following Friday. We do have some more fun events coming up this coming week, though. Over the next couple of weeks, we've got the which we did today. We've got Daisies with Donna and Sew for Less next week. We've got our Christmas in the July table runner with Kathy Clausen coming up on the 22nd. A Festival of Reeves quilts by Donna McCauley and a more sewing event class, and then of course that New Year's Eve party. So we've got a few little classes left for this year, and then next year we're going to have a whole lot more. So again, Merry Christmas to all of you. We appreciate each and every one of you so much, and just really be able to have you join us and be part of all of these amazing events with us throughout the year. So we'll look forward to having you join us next year for a lot more amazing education too. And until then, please enjoy those events that we've got going on. Check out our Facebook page, events page for those details, or you can always go to our Sew Steady website and click on events there as well under education. So again, thank you so much and Merry Christmas to everyone. We'll look forward to seeing you on an event again soon. Thank you.